RWLK stock, ReWalk Robotics Limited. For the session of the 27th of September 2021, it closed at $1.76 and retraced by 12.44%. 49.7 million shares crossed the tape, which was below average. And I think part of the reason why that was the case, I think the company went to raise some money. It says here, ReWalk Robotics to raise $32.5 million in direct offering share slump. Okay, ReWalk price is 16.013 million shares at $2.035. So that is, I think, partly what is behind this retracement. But outside that, we are also seeing the stock doing well. I think this retracement, yes, to some extent it's good. You want to see this sort of cooling off. You don't want to see it continuing to extend. If it continues to extend with all of these pullbacks and stuff like that, yes, it's good. It makes the stock much more credible. It just tells you that it's not just constantly extending. It does pull back, and for every pullback there's always an opportunity to extend further. That's the good thing about it. And indeed, yes, it has pulled back below its 200 moving average to some extent. Yes, if you're looking at it, yes, okay, the stock, it's quite popular. It has this technology. One of the viewers who commented on the last video was saying, imagine combining their robotics device, their exoskeleton with Neuralink. I think Neuralink has to be the device that that Elon Musk is working on. So imagine combining that. So the company has the prospects. When it comes to fundamentals. So definitely a stock to watch. And given all of those things, it's trading below its 200-day moving average. So that's good. It's moved above that 200 moving average and has pulled back again. Yes, that's good. Because at the moment it's saying it is still even cheaper. It's still quite affordable. And also indeed it's a penny stock as well. So those. I just feel that pullback is really good. The company has to raise money. Market participants have given the company that the platform to raise that, because it is when you and I get involved technically, it moves, it improves things fundamentally. They're now taking advantage of that, of the fact that it's getting popular. More and more market participants have put their money in, and they're raising money to move things further. So that's why the technicals are very, very, very important. The fundamentals are really good, but it's like having a dream but not working towards that dream. Working towards the dream is the technicals, the quantitatives, the involvement of market participants. That is pursuing the dream. That is the most tangible of everything. Because I mean, they of course we know they are the fundamental side of things. There's money there as well. There are tangibles there, but you also have this side, the technicals. They really matter. And when it comes to the technicals, it's always down to the market participants or their machines. The fundamentals, yes. If the market participants don't agree with the fundamentals, they wouldn't put their money, and the stock will be there. You could have the most brilliant of ideas. You can make all the tons of money, and people don't see any reason why they should buy the stock. It's just going to remain there. So, moving down, you can see what's going on here with the stock. It appears to be improving within a longer term upward trend, although it's presently below its 200-day moving average. That average is rising due to prior gains in RWLK shares. Additionally, the MACD histogram, which is used to measure the near-term trend, is above zero. It's also outperforming the S&P 500. Momentum for RWLK as measured by 14-period slow stochastic oscillators waning. This means that investors have been less aggressive in the recent purchases and may even be taking profits in positions but at lower prices. Okay, the volume for that session was heavier than usual, with 400 was heavier than usual. Okay, trading 49.710 million shares versus an average of 4.203 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. The volatility is at 150.06%, so it's also indicating that maybe not all the shares that are actually available or floated are actually being traded to some extent, but it's not as bad as some other ones we have seen. So momentum also, if we have to come back, it says okay, investors are not as aggressive as they were before. Yes, maybe could it be? Yes, okay, we have seen two retracements. Of late, not very long ago, not far apart, 22nd and 27th, not very far apart. So that's a Thursday and that's a Monday. So that would definitely impact the momentum. Yes. Okay, so but we have been able to break down some of the in order to determine various Fibonacci extension levels. So the stock closed at 1.76. So if we take the September low of $1.3 and the 21st of September high of $2.59, so the difference of that is 1.29. So we will use this to determine the various extension levels. So this difference between the high and the low we chose. So let's show you where this is the high of 2.59, and then that's exactly 2.59. Exactly, that's 2.59 here on the 21st of September, and then the low of 1.3 as at the 20th of September though. So we'll take the difference from there, and then any value we determine, we add it from here to determine extension levels, or we subtract it here to determine retracement levels. So that's what we're in a nutshell just doing. So that will be 1.29 times 261.8%, 261.8% extension proportion. That's because we have various extension levels: 261.8, 200%, 161.8, 100%, 661.8%. So if we multiply that difference, you will get $3.3772, and then we add it to 1.79. It will take the stock to these are extension levels. This is if the stock falls, if the stock extends to $5.1372, then it has reached its 261.8% extension level based on the figures we used. You can always choose any figures you want. You can always, we chose that because it's much more close by. You can also, the stock hasn't really extended that much, so if you can always pick here from here, or you can even determine any way you want to use for any reason based, that is that you deem fit. So but this is how we did it, and extended. So this extension will put it at $5.1372. So is there any chance that it will extend up to there? Yes, indeed it can, but going by the way things are going, can it actually do that in it doesn't matter how long it's going to take it, but it absolutely can reach there at some point. So the next one, which is the 200% extension level, is $4.34, and next one is $3.8473. Next one is the 100% extension level, $3.05. So, and then in the case of the retracements, that same value, that same difference, you can see that we subtract that difference, what we determined. So first of all, we will begin with the 23.6% retracement level, because if it's going to fall, if it starts to fall from 1.76, the next level will be its 23.6% retracement level. So going by that, we determined that it will be 1.4556 retracement levels. So, and the good thing about some of these levels is that it will help you determine maybe, especially the retracement levels, is it time to take money off the table now? Is it time to, has it retraced so much, I better just be careful, just take money off the stock completely? Or has it extended? I better start taking money off because it may not continue to extend or whatever it is. So that's the whole point of all of this. So you'll find all of these computations in the description box below. So easily, I think the stock, going by the bullish signals, I think it's a stock to watch. Definitely have it on your radar if you're just about to get involved. Just don't put all your money right away. Just right now, I wouldn't really call it. It's definitely a buy, but the best opportunity wasn't exactly now, but it's still at that a good buy. But I just it's a buy based on the fact that the signals are good. I think the reason why it retraced is largely because of the share issue. It actually retraced below a price that they are offering the stock at. The shares, the 60 million shares on some fraction, 60 million and some fraction shares they are offering is at about $2 and some fraction. So it has retraced from that level. So if that is of any encouragement, see what you make of it. I think the signals are still very much there. Let's see what the RSI is saying down here. The RSI is indicating 53.96. Okay, so I think the interest is there. The market participants are quite keen on the stock. See what's going on. Last 10 trading sessions, it has 60.133 million shares that were traded, and shares outstanding is 46.411, which is definitely bigger than the float. So the float could be less than this 46.411 million shares. So easily, yes, I think there's every chance it will, even if it doesn't extend in the coming sessions, but it's definitely going to resume the upward move. I believe it's definitely going to continue to do that. Yeah, so see what you make of it, and even if it doesn't go in the direction you want, it will definitely do so at some point. If it continues to retrace, all the better. So it's just good that it has retraced. It must not really fall below all of its short and intermediate moving averages. If it does that and gets cheaper than them, absolutely good at that. Is if it retraces and falls below these moving averages, it just indicate that now it is trading, it is cheaper than them. But right now it has retraced and it's only slightly above that 10-day moving average, which is the closest of them you're looking at there. So that moving average is at 1.67, so it's only about 9 cents shy from that. So yeah, 9 cents, it's a 9 cents premium. Yeah, I know. It's, if you multiply 9 cents by the number of shares you want to buy, yes, it's the premium you're paying to buy the stock at that at the price of 1.76. But yeah, if you are not, if that's a concern to you, you can still hold on and see if it's going to retrace further. But I have this. There's every chance that it will continue to extend. I believe the bearish or the sideways movement may have come to an end. So, but we could be totally wrong. And if it continues to retrace all the way below all of these moving averages, then that's really good. Presents yet more buying opportunity, and also it's a penny stock as well. So it will continue to remain in the radar of a lot of market participants. So see what you make of it, and thank you very much for watching this video.